good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, whatever time you're watching this. I hope it's good for you. It's me, Jim, better known as Sandman Mystery Media, where we talk about books, omnibuses and graphic novels, music, old movies, cats, whatever tickles our fancy. Okay. And yes, I'm in my pajamas. It's 8 o'clock at night. Um, and this month for December, with the surgery for the cat that just got done today, uh, my work schedule and all that, I'm not going to have a whole lot of time to read. But I'm OCD, and I bought a lot of books. So, due to me being OCD and liking to make lists, I've already set up 22 books that are to be read for myself that I will review on this channel during the first quarter of 2026. All right. And I'm going to show you what they are so you know what to expect. All right. The first book is, of course, by the people here in BookTube, Secret Fire Books, Pulp Mortem, Liminal Spaces, Infinite Text. These are their channel names, by the way, guys, so you can go check them out if you want to. And several other writers who I haven't mentioned, and if I forgot your names, I apologize. But this should be really fun. It's all pulpy, weird fiction, action adventure stuff. They published it. It's available on Amazon. It's affordable. A whole bunch of short stories, just good pulp. And it's 300 pages. So it's an easy read because it's short stories and it's not going to take you forever. Beautiful design. Size of the old mass market paperbacks. I love that. Can't wait to read this book. It's going to be great. Also, a newer series, because I don't read a lot of new books. I don't like the new fantasy, new horror. I like the stuff I grew up with, being an old fart, a 60-year-old guy. But this series I really liked, even though the second book was a little too graphic for me. I should have known going in it was going to be graphic because, it's dealing with werewolves. But that would be the third book in the Dresden Files series by Jim Butcher, Blood Rights. And this just sounds like it's going to be incredibly hilarious. Coffee. Good coffee. Good French vanilla. All right. And here we go. For Harry Dresden, Chicago's only professional wizard, there have been worse assignments than going undercover on the set of an adult film. Like fleeing a burning building full of enraged demon monkeys, for instance. Demon monkeys. What are they going to do? Fling their crap at him? It's burning or something? I mean, I don't know. Still, there's something more troubling than usual about this newest case. The film producer believes he's the target of a sinister entropy curse, but it's the women around him on the movie set that are dying in increasingly spectacular ways. Harry's doubly frustrated because he got involved with this bizarre mystery only as a favor to Thomas, his flirtatious, self-absorbed vampire acquaintance of dubious integrity. Well, yeah, if he is involved in the porn industry, it's going to be weird. Come on. Thomas has a personal stake in the case Harry can't quite figure out, until this investigation leads him straight to the Thomas's oversexed vampire family. Harry's about to discover that Thomas's family tree has been hiding a shocking secret, a revelation that will change Harry's life forever. That is imaginative, and it kind of fits with the porn industry being demonic. It figures, why wouldn't blood-sucking parasites that go ahead and emotionally abuse women be in charge of something that's so exploitative to women? The porn industry. There you go. This is going to be a fun read, though. They had me at enraged demon monkeys. Okay. Then, now this is supposedly, I don't know because I don't own the paperbacks from hell, but everywhere I look says it is a paperback from hell, and it's 1979. This came in a big batch of like 50 plus science fiction and fantasy books that I bought. So since it is a paperback from hell, I'm going to read it, and it's mine. The Deadly Deep by John Messman. I love that cover. That's awesome. Awesome cover. It sounds pretty interesting. It's basically a nature gone wild. Well, a sea creature gone wild, you know. Nature strikes back at mankind. Rising from the depths of the sea, the ultimate enemy. A terrified girl watching the vast bulk of a gigantic whale rearing erect over her fishing boat, then crashing down. A Maine lobster fisherman being torn to bloody shreds by his catch. A beautiful nude swimmer feeling her flesh shriek with pain as sea bass attack. Shock by shock, the world become aware that the secret depths of the sea, an irresistible life force, was about to bring man's dominion over Earth to a gruesome end. And neither the arsenal of the military nor the pooled knowledge of science could stop it. The Deadly Deep. A chilling story. A burning warning. That's just going to be over the top fun. And it's a short read, 222 pages. And it's even got a quote here from the Bible, 1 Kings 19:11. And a great and strong wind rent the mountains and broke in pieces the rocks before the Lord. But the Lord was not in the wind. And after the wind, an earthquake. But the Lord was not in the earthquake. And after the earthquake, a fire. But the Lord was not in the fire. And after the fire, a still small voice. This is going to be good. All right. After that, you know I got to have Moonstone in here. Now, I don't have the newest Green Hornet Chronicles yet. It hasn't come back from the printers yet. But I'm praying I get it before the end of the year so I can add it to this TBR list. Okay? Because that is something I really want to read. But in the meantime, I supported this one during the summer and got it, and I haven't had a chance to read it yet. Also, it is a Moonstone book that was crowdfunded. The Paladins, the Blue Death. And these are all pulp heroes that existed in the 30s and 40s. You've got Domino Lady, Kygor and Helene, Ravenwood, the stepson of Mystery, the partner of Judgment, Nelu Kwai, and the debut of a Hawaiian female warrior, the Night Marcher. The unlikely group needs to find a hero who vanished without a trace and without a reason. Meanwhile, there is a Nazi saboteur lurking in every corner and a mysterious man collecting unusual items for his own sinister purposes. And the art is by a guy named Joe Piscopo. Really awesome art. What I wonder is if Joe Piscopo, because that's not a common name, or Jay Piscopo, is related to the comedy legend from the 80s who was on the second peak of Saturday Night Live, Joe Piscopo. Because, you know, Piscopo's not a common name. But anyway, I'm really looking forward to reading this, and it should be a fun read. It's only 132 pages. Then, Flashing Swords, number 5, edited by Lynn Carter. And it's got a beautiful wraparound cover there. Lots of great short stories in here. Where Magic Reigns, Tower of Ice by Roger Zelazny, A Thief in Corianth, C.J. Cherry, Parting Gifts, A Tale of Sarandi by Diane Duane, A Dealing with Demons from the Casebook of Ebenezer, The Enchanter by Craigshaw Gardner, The Dry Season, A Fable of Thrystum by Tanis Lee. I mean, that's pretty heavy-hitting writers there, so that's going to be cool AF. All right. And then I've never read a Sax Rohmer Fu Manchu novel. I actually got one in the batch. So, yeah, I'm going to read it, The Shadow of Fu Manchu. I've heard decent things about these. So, that's going to be cool. Now, this I just had to read. It is about a forest goddess who did something wrong, was cursed, and became human. And this is her last stand, her last battle. So, yeah. And then sci-fi classic, Murray Leinster's The Grecs Bring Gifts. This, the cover had me alone, and then I read the back. Because those of you who know me know I'm a kaiju fan. And this is Terror on Planet Ionis. Look at that. There is a giant energy beast that humans are attacking. Very cool. This is from... It was originally 1957, but the first paperback library edition was printed in 1966. An indescribable horror is almost upon you, Earthlings. Your reason and caution will die with your bodies. Karkong exists. Less than a minute later, atomic torpedo man Jeb Curtis saw Karkong. The hideous planet eater towered over 30 feet in height, clawing at the lightning bolts around him. The monster's form was that of a human giant burned black by its own heat. The tendons of its powerful muscles ran like tree roots across its body. So it looked like a huge human-shaped pile of smoldering pitch. It writhed in a frenzy of uncontrolled fury. Karkong was starving, and this time it wanted to devour the very earth itself. This was the terror on the planet Ionis that Jeb Curtis had to kill, so Earth might survive. That's by Alan Adler. I've never heard of that writer before, but dude, you write about a giant Galactus-like energy-eating kaiju on another planet that we've got to fight so we can live? I'm all in. And then A. Merritt's The Face in the Abyss. We're looking forward to reading this. That looks so very Nephilim-like, man. I'm serious. I'm interested to see where that story goes. And then, yeah, this sounded fun. Tower at the Edge of Time by Lynn Carter. I know Lynn Carter and Elsprague de Camp are considered hacks and pastiche writers, but it sounds really, really good. It sounds like a fun sword and sorcery, pulpy Conan ripoff type story. So, yeah, I'm going to enjoy that. And these are put out by Leisure Books, and it's only 140 pages left in it, so can't complain. And speaking, I know I mentioned her earlier, C.J. Cherry, The Dreamstone. Anything dealing with the battle between the Iron Age of human man and the Shay, which are fairies or elves, as it were, I'm all for. And that's a beautiful cover. And yeah, it is a first printing, number 521, Yellow Daw. I have that other Daw that came in this batch that was Marion Zimmer Bradley. I'm not reading that. I'm not even going to keep that book. I didn't know, about all the stuff that went down with Marion Zimmer Bradley. So I heard a lot of the booktubers talking about it, so I looked it up. I'm not going to talk about it because it's so heinous. It's one of the things even I have trouble forgiving, and I'm a Christian. The things that her husband were accused of, and that her own daughter accused her of. That to me is, forgive me, Lord, but to me it's very unforgivable. And then I love Thieves World. This is the only volume of Thieves World I have. I used to have them all. So I cannot wait to read The Face of Chaos, number 5 in the Thieves World stories. It's going to be fun. And yeah, I put this off to 2026, even though I started it. So it's not a DNF. It's I'm going to read you in the new year. And that's C.L. Moore's Jurel of Giori. And I'm going to start over from the beginning again, since I only got like 8 pages in. It's just life happened. And last things that are on my TBR list for the first quarter of 2026 is the entire Doc Smith Lensman series. I figure I will read one of these every 2 weeks. So in 12 weeks, I should have the original 6-book series all done. And then I will start on the extended universe that was authorized by the Smith estate and written by David Niven. And there's other odds and ends that I will read. But I've got 2 more. Yeah, I've got to read the omnibus, the Spectre omnibus I get for Christmas. That'll go on the TBR list. And I have the Green Hornet book coming. That's the 3rd volume, and I got to read the 2nd volume too. But this way, I'm set up. I have to schedule it and get it and stick to it, or else I will not do it. I won't get her done. That's pretty much it, ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank you very much for watching. If you feel like it, hit that thumbs up. It doesn't cost you nothing, and it helps me out quite a bit. Also, leave a comment below. I answer each and every comment, good, bad, or indifferent. And if you know of anyone else who's interested in books, go ahead and share the video. My kitty back there will appreciate it. See, she's sleeping under the Sandman. Videos that are going to be coming up are some of the top fantasy series that I read and reread, at least on an annual basis. Like once a year, I'll take that series out and I will read the entire series. Also, I'll be doing my favorite covers for pulps and paperbacks and hardbacks. And I got other stuff planned too, but that's for the future. Thanks again for watching. God bless each and every one of you. And whether you're watching this in the morning, the afternoon, or the evening, I hope you've made it great. I will see you on the next video. Bye for now.